account, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bait. You can't negotiate for trade. Pay, but wait. Looking on the main stage. The main. Protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off.
One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
45, Mike.
One day.
Oh, get him.
One day.
Slam.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, he almost picked it.
Rosen
Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go. Rocco 80. Mike 58 right there. I don't think you got it, son. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Go, Rig. Go.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Steven Sims, 50 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Oh, this is blocked. The big fella. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Check 45 the mic.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Check Mike 45. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Third down, here's Geis. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Fourth down.
Not today, you are. Not today. 80. Shift. Watch the shift. Under crunch.
They'll run for it. Geis. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
And the Bears first down.
180.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Falcons' 43-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, alert.
45. Mike, 45.
I got him.
Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic.
I want that.
Hug.
Give me that ball,
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 39 yards there, a big one.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
6. Bears 2.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back.
Gurley again here on first down. And some space here. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big run there by Gurley. 47 yards on the ground. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal.
Down. Cougar 19. 60 Eagle. Back. Check. Crunch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check. Fresno.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Who do you want? Who do you want? Who do you want?
Hey, quarter.
45's the money.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
That's 180.
Check, 45's the mic.
You ain't doing nothing.
On 2nd and 11 now, Rosen. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
All day, baby.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
QB drop. 45's the mic. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Middle.
45's the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. This is caught, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from the 1.
He's checking.
Middle.
Switch.
On the ground, Geis. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Watch twist. Watch
I
the
thought
twist.
you was gone.
Mine.
You didn't have to work?
Yeah, I gave my shift up.
Oh.
Because somebody really wanted the hours in. And I'm like, I don't really need them. So.
They run with Geis, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. as the first half is winding down, and the Bears have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio.
He wasted juice?
And he's got it to make it now 9-6.
Makes the score Bears 9, Falcons 6.
Oh, you know what? That probably was from Saturday night. When I got off work, I gave him that Hawaiian Punch juice. And you know he'd be letting the straw just hang there, so that it probably just drips.
First half as the kicks away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Right.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
That's the one I remember last night. I'm like, I hear it coming from the chair, but I couldn't figure out where it was coming from.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And now a hit and a loose football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Switch gears.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern?
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
31-yard line. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check 43.
Here's Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
The pass.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 3rd and medium,
so
they
whack,
opted
man.
to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A first down carry here for Johnson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on. You better break it.
Check 3.
Now Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
19 Tiger. Let's go. 58.
Looking to throw. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Panther 60. Check. Lucky. Rush in. Wide. Get wide.
They're running with Gurley.
Let the block in the back? What the fuck? Oh my God.
Atlanta. Todd Gurley.
Trash.
Touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Check 24. On three. Motion. 45, Mike, 45.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On first down, it's Gurley. Pushing his way through. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Myers connects on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
25, check 25.
Now Rosen on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Mike, 45. I got you, son. Check 45's the Mike. Check 45's the Mike.
Check pass. Hey, alert.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Second and 10. It's Rosen again. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, 43 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Falcons 34, Bears 17. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Let's go. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Watch the pass. Monday. 45. 45. Mike, 45. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen. He's got the hook up to Lazard.
Complete to Allen.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check nickel.
3rd down, here's Geis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
45, Mike, 45. Bring it. Alert.
They'll run with Geis. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mike, 45. Hey, watch the lane. Check.
This is Cohen. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Geis. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check curls, check curls, check curls, check 3.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Hey, pick your game up. 45, 45. Mike, 45.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
All day, all day. No, off.
Geis. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game, and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team